All right, lessons that give you. Excuse me. We're going to be counting up, and we're going to say this is the cash, what we're counting up, why we count, and why it's there, and what we're even looking towards, okay? Because everybody's looking towards a break and a breakthrough, or light to say it, or for us just to be there when it's said, you know? So this lessons that give you, we're going to be counting up until we get to that one. Counting up equals cash. So we'll start off with the number 5, saying $5, or you can make it as a denomination. That would be 5,000. Yeah, so we'll leave it like that. Excuse me. So if I go too fast, let me know, and then I can break it down later for you. But as of right now, we're just going to kind of run through and come back up, okay? If we start off with 5, we start off with 5. Properties. Can we do anything for 5? Yes, we can buy properties all the time, and some of them are $5 or 0 at that rate of auctions and sales and locations where people need to get rid of a property very quickly. So, yes, we've seen those before. Have we seen them recently to ourselves? Majority of us have seen that before, but it's been across the way. Okay. Then the title is 5 as well, and you can purchase that online or at a place, and it can be $5. It's just a fee. And so be 5, 15, 20, or depending on what's going on. Okay. So yeah, we can buy properties and titles. So those are the same. Now, when it comes to people, we can say 5 people are following us, and we're all ones at a certain place of what we're talking about, or 5 people give me $5 at the same time. Yes. At people, if we're talking about, well, let's go forward. Ceremonies, compartments. We never break up a ceremony that has to do with the property we're talking about. It's just one ceremony. So right there, people are in the way. Property and title are different when it comes to people. Property and title are the same, but walk it to people, it's different. That means they have too many compartments talking. Too many compartments talking about it, and ideas as well. So we see where we're at. Now, once I get to, all right, once I get to matching, I want to put a light to it, or I want to match it against like colors and types. It's match or match. Either put a light up to it to see if it pops, to say, does it do the 5? Then we have the 5, or we have the 5,000 or whatnot. Okay. So is 1 that? No, we said 5. Okay, so that's the number 1. Is 2 that? No, we said 5. So that's number 2. Okay, is 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, something happened. We got to property and title. Then some person said I have ideas and ceremony talking. Okay, so everything or is says 5, 4, 3, 2. Then is 1. We start back over again and we say up, 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 and go. Nothing happened, but we can start again. Okay? So if you put a light up to it, we know that it's people that are the talk, and we start at 4, saying it's a person that can put a light to something and it makes it happen. Okay? Now, number 4, that means the easiest for me to explain it is like a diet really bad. Okay? Then when you put 4 to it, it starts to say it. Okay? If I put 4 days of me doing this, and it's not me per se to you, but I'm very light or lit or more heavenly or more weight light or more water and not the other stuff or something, then I put 4 and I say is a pay in once I recognize it's starting to do. Okay? It starts to do right away. I may see myself say 4 again, then I get started. Okay? Now, 4 is the pay in. I've seen myself do it. Okay? Now I look to see, am I cleaner? Is the compartment not there? Then I say I may need a boost or a cleaning. So I do 4, 5, or 6. Okay? Now, I'll go back up to the top. Our cash may have not. The property may have. The title may have. Like if a person needs a certificate and it starts talking to your request. Okay? And then the people may have. Okay? Then we'll go from right there, because ceremonies and ideas can be any of those. Okay? Once I see the dollar or the what it's saying, it's like a rhythm, but it's like what it is saying, because the people doesn't get in the way. Okay? Now, we let that do it. Not the mannish, but the light. Okay, now we start counting up and we see the cash and we start to say 1, 2, 3, 4 on the cash. Okay, then we say to our own provide that we just paid in 4 again, 4, 5, or 6. Then once we pay that in, we start to see all of it dissolve in front of us. Then as we see another one, we start to say it's a person, but it always has been, but we start to say it because they start to make sense with their ideas and what property they say. Okay, so then we see people and we see cash. Now we start to see it's a property. Now we start to see it's the ceremony, what is only the ones. Then we start to see an idea, but we're already at a building and we have to look that we're there. That's about the whole thing. Once I recognize it's a whole area, it's like being in a certain location for a moment and saying that I cloaked this for myself a long time ago, and now I have to recognize that furniture gets brighter, or it's not as dingy. People outside the door are more silent. And then I know what quiet is, because people aren't respectively trying to do ideas in a way of meditation for me to hear it. You know what I'm saying? So like little odd shits, or little odd things. I apologize. Then everybody recognizes that the person is, that nothing went wrong and stuff like that. So when it comes to a whole location and it's completely cloaked at the rate of like talking or knowing any of it, look for, when you start to do your pay in, say I'm paying in. Okay? Now, I'm doing a cleaning, I'm doing a boost, and whatever person comes up talking, I regard it as just an idea. Okay, even though he wants to face with me and say, I am that. There's something stronghold with some of them that is very incomprehensible. Okay, so I go in on 5 and I say, I want to match myself just for giggles and stuff. So I say, I'll do 5 and it's like a mini boost to what it is that we're talking about, and I start to see it heavier. I'm like, oh, okay, because I saw it last week. Okay, I'll just consider it now. Okay, so it's more person ability can and stuff. Okay, now once I start seeing it harder, I may say, oh, okay, that's good, that's good. The boost was fine, or the clean was fine. Now I'm just here and I'm starting to talk and see it and talk and see it. Yes. Okay. So allow light to show itself. It is not ever scary, but people can be the most scary idea. But it goes away quickly if it's very them inflated talking. Once that goes away, people start to see the money more. And they start to see the building, and they start to see money, and they start to see the building and what they were talking about in the first place when we go up, or when we see height.